Hi guys, it's Ken with this week's News Refresh. Ever since Honda tried to get into the truck game, their philosophy has been quite a bit different than the big three. While they didn't have any success with their first Ridgeline, Honda went back to the drawing board to bring out an all-new pickup for us to check out at the Detroit Auto Show. That's right, Honda just debuted a new Ridgeline. And it didn't try to beat out the horsepower, torque, or towing numbers of any of its competitors. In fact, that's the whole point. Meet the 2017 Honda Ridgeline. Yeah, you bet there aren't going to be any controversial styling cues this time around. Instead, the second generation Ridgeline looks just like a generic truck. So if making sure it didn't look terrible this time around was Honda's goal, I'd say they succeeded. While the outside might look like a generic truck, the rest of the Ridgeline's platform is far from typical. For starters, it is the only truck built on a unibody platform. And since that isn't enough to turn heads, it'll also come standard in, wait for it, front-wheel drive. That's right, front-wheel drive on a truck. Now, alternatively, you can hook up the powertrain to an IVT M4 torque vectoring all-wheel drive system, but that's a far cry from the rear-wheel drive and 4x4 layouts most of us are used to in a standard pickup truck. In fact, those drivetrain options should already put it firmly in the rear-view mirror of off-road enthusiasts, and Honda probably doesn't even care. Their whole game is to try to make a product for the average consumer, and in their mind, the V8 4x4 monsters that congregate in mall parking lots are going way too overboard for what most of us actually need. So they're giving the new Ridgeline just one engine option, a modest 3.5-liter V6. While Honda hasn't released exact performance numbers, it will make a payload of about 1,600 pounds, which puts it right into the competition with mid-sized trucks like the Colorado and Tacoma pickups. Even talking about performance numbers for the new Ridgeline is kind of missing the entire point. Honda thinks that modern trucks are already far more capable than the average truck buyer needs. So instead, the Ridgeline is compact, it looks comfy inside, and they put a 540-watt speaker setup behind the bed liner for tailgating, plus a giant trunk to give you even more storage space. In fact, the bed is 64 inches long, which tops out a comparable standard Tacoma, Frontier, or even Colorado truck. Now the question is, will any of this actually matter for real truck fans? All in all, the Honda Ridgeline should hit the sweet spot for the truck buyer that saw all the overcompensating trucks at the dealership lot and thought, you know what, I actually don't need all that. Except, do those people actually exist? I mean, you want a monstrous V8 and enough torque to rip a house off its foundation, don't you? I mean, hey, it's okay, I know I do. But what do you guys think? Will anyone actually go for the new Ridgeline when it hits dealerships next year? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, I'm Ken, and you've just been refreshed.